we give you your daily dose of what's happening now. We've talked a lot about whether or not right now is the time to buy. And whether we realize it or not, with interest rates being so low and the price of homes being low, even though there's no crystal ball and we don't know which way things are going to go, now is a good time to buy. And there's no for sure on waiting if things will go lower. So in saying that, how much does the interest rate really affect a person's payment or size of home that they're capable of buying?
The interest rate is huge, guys, and a lot of people don't realize that. They just assume that, they're in a certain price point because of the price of the home. They don't understand what interest rates actually do when it comes to buying the home. Basically, guys, as interest rates continue to eke up, which they will eventually, for every 1 point that the interest rates go up, your buyers basically lose 10.75% of their buying power. So as an example, if someone were to get pre-approved for a $600,000 home, basically when they go back after finding this lovely home that they found to their mortgage broker that got them pre-approved, they'd say, oh, by the way, now we can only hit you with about $535,000 to $540,000, not quite the $600,000 that we promised. And it's because interest rates have gone up. That is a huge, huge hit to what they thought they were going to be able to buy. So whether or not your clients have a $600,000 home or a $100,000 home, as interest rates start to go up, there's going to be a lot less people available to buy the homes because of how much purchasing power they lose when interest rates start to go up. So make sure they understand that now is the time to get in.
Oddly enough, this is something that most of your clients do not understand and haven't had somebody explain to them. So it's really important that you explain things like this because, like Chase said, I mean, when you go to look for a home, if they found a home that was $580,000, which is right under what they were approved for, but if they go back and they can only get up to $537,000, you're going to have some unhappy clients. So make sure that you're, talking to them about locking in their rates and how rates probably won't drop enough to make a significant difference.
We've got a great report down below written up that we'll link up for you guys. Definitely something worth checking out. Next up, guys, like my grandma always told me, if you don't ASK, you do not GET. Basically, guys, this applies so heavily to testimonials. A lot of you guys have been asking us about this. How do I get in there? How do I find out? How do I get people to, leave me these testimonials? How do I get these people to leave me reviews? Well, guys, you got to ask. It's video reviews or, text reviews, which, we're not as big a fan of. You got to ask, guys.
Well, personally, I like a more passive approach when it comes to getting reviews. So something that I find that is a great tip for a lot of y'all that are more like me on the passive side, you can definitely on those last couple of emails when somebody's getting close to closing their house, have a pre-made signature that's just for those couple of last catch-up emails. And basically, it'll have something in there that says, something that fits your personality that says, hey, tell me all about your experience, or hope you enjoyed your experience. But instead of having to type in an entire web address to go to Yelp or something like that, the URL is already connected. All they have to do is click on it, and they're right there, and they can do a review for you. Another good way, people are busy unpacking and getting moved in, so maybe they don't have time right at that closing time. But if you send out a monthly e-newsletter, you can definitely put something towards the end of your newsletter that says, hey, tell others about your experience on buying a home with me, so that they have an accessible way of, again, just clicking and going into, and it's not you doing a cold call and calling somebody up and saying, would you mind going to Yelp and giving me a review? That's something I couldn't do. So if you want something that's a little more passive, I think an email signature or putting something into the e-newsletter will
Another
get
great
the point
place
across.
is LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a specific place that says, hey, give me recommendations. That's another great way to utilize getting these reviews. And it also helps your SEO bit on LinkedIn. So definitely be utilizing that if you're a professional on LinkedIn and you're really digging in on that, which I would highly recommend. I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn. Anyway, guys, if this is your first time checking out the show, be sure to subscribe for free over on the side. And as always, we love your comments down below. If you have any questions or any tips for getting those testimonials, we'd love to hear them.
You can always check us out on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys. It's like I feel, these little pearl snaps that don't snap are a little totally weird. Like, no, I won't say.
They're not tassels,
All right. I wasn't gonna say it, but
I will.